Prediction.
Prediction, okay.
I think that we saw the least white cards. Not exactly meaning that Noah drafted white, as he puts
Is that a mana drain?
a mana drain to the front of the pack.
That's a good card.
I think that I love Gaia's Cradle. I actually think Gaia's Cradle is more powerful than a mana drain.
I think it's more powerful when you get to start with it.
You get to start with it. Yeah, exactly. You get to mana drain. Oftentimes is just counterspell. Now, obviously, the upside of mana drain is extremely powerful, but oftentimes, I would say more often than not, it's counterspell. Noah goes with the mana drain either way, which is
totally fine.
Totally fine.
Totally fine.
It's a reasonable pick.
Yeah.
I'm picking Cradle. That card is it's very rare that mana drain is the best card in your deck.
Sure, but Cradle definitely can.
Cradle often is.
Yeah.
So
there's a Dark Confidant exact too. You know that.
Now,
Karn.
I would be taking this fetch land, just like we talked about with Zach's draft. I am very, very high on lands. I'm taking fetch lands over basically any other land, unless I have a couple and I'm needing to fix my mana specifically with the lands. And we see Misty Rainforest, so especially after that mana drain pick.
Yeah. A Cradle plus Misty start would have been kind of nice.
Would have been. Yeah,
but that's okay. But I'm totally fine with a Misty plus mana drain start too. So Noah, I think, is off to a nice little start here. Nothing to be unhappy about, I would say.
And he has the fetch land for what is, in my opinion, the most powerful two-color combination in the cube,
which is blue-green. Any chance that breeding pool wheels?
Unlikely, but there is a chance.
Okay.
That pack was pretty good.
It's a pretty pack, yeah.
So I don't think it will.
Okay.
I mean, lands are just very good. Honestly, that is such a personal thing for people. Are you a person that drafts lands, or are you a person that not drafts lands?
I don't draft lands.
I draft lands.
No, I don't.
So we know Zach didn't draft it. So
that's true. I draft monocolor decks a lot.
Monocolor decks are great. Yeah, I love being the police, which is mono red.
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
It is. You worked really hard on your draft. All right. 1-drop, 2-drop Sulphurous Vortex.
Sure, we're done.
Yep.
We're done. But like you're going to do a bunch of cool stuff while you're dying.
Yep.
So that's cool. Ooh, Cryptos. Now we know he didn't take that.
Yep. So, there it is.
Yep, there's
Grim Monolith.
Yep.
That's what he's taking.
That's a pretty clear-cut one, I think.
Yep. So he's just wanting to go big, which is very understandable.
So like big blue, maybe, to start?
Yeah. I do like Cryptic. I mean, even in this cube, Cryptic is still very powerful. It's extremely flexible. Pack Rat is also very, very good. We know that doesn't get around to Zach, but that would have been such a great card in Zach's deck.
Yep.
But Pack Rat's extremely powerful. For those of you that played against Pack Rat in Return to Ravnica Limited,
it's probably better than Cube, right? Maybe.
It's about the same.
Yeah.
Which is almost unbeatable.
You know I got a Pack Rat past me at that Pro Tour?
What did they take? You had to find out. I would have hunted that person down.
It was Craig Wesco who only drafts white cards, who was passing to me.
And this was
Pack 2.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you get it.
That's true.
Did you know I have on camera at GP San Jose, which is a team Grand Prix, I defeated a turn 2 Pack Rat on camera.
I don't believe you.
On camera.
I don't believe you. It's not possible.
It was possible.
Literally, did they miss their land drop?
They did not.
Okay.
I traded, made my land drops, Angel Serenity.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Make sure to got the real one off the table.
That's important.
Yep.
That's important. Okay. All right. That's a tough way to do it. Hydroid Krasis and Muldrifter in the pack.
Krasis. I mean, I feel like this is early to take Krasis. We know he doesn't take Dig Through Time, which is probably what I would be selecting here. Okay. I don't think he's going to take Krasis either. I don't know. I still is that I think that's a Steam Vents.
That is a Steam Vents. Yeah, we know he doesn't take that. We know he doesn't take that. You love lands.
I do love lands.
I like we didn't see Muldrifter get to Zach because he would have taken it.
He would have. I think Krasis is better than Muldrifter personally.
Something's coming up.
That's what I would be taking. I'm just taking the lands. I'll take the lands and figure out the spells later. They're going to be good.
I do the opposite. I'll take the spells. Be good. I'll figure. I don't mind a little 7/6 mana base. Doesn't bother me any. Plus a little complaint equity.
Oh, yes, that's very important.
There you go. Yes, Muldrifter. Come on, baby. Easy to cast. Single blue in the mana cost.
So we were talking about mono red, and during our panel yesterday, which Zach was a part of, as well as our limited author Ryan Sachs.
Yes.
And we were talking about red decks and how important it is to in powered cubes to not necessarily worry about trading and value so much as obviously just getting your opponent dead as quickly as possible, which makes sense. Obviously, you're playing red. I always like to remark that I have Mind Twist in every red deck I've ever drafted. I just cast it at the very end of the game.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
I see. It was Hydroid Krasis, by the way.
Was it? Yeah.
That was the selection.
I think it's more powerful than Muldrifter.
Okay.
Krasis is very good.
Okay.
Ugin, great here. Let's see. I would not be surprised if he took this either the Ugin or the Kadama's Reach. Yep, there they go at the front. Just pick the Krasis. You're trying to get big mana. I like the Ugin. I think that's just an extremely flexible card. But I think that Kadama's Reach is a very reasonable pick here also.
How do I feel about Force of Vigor, which is good in a powered cube?
Force of Vigor is extremely good, but I think that you want redundancy in those effects, which is why I would go with Kadama's Reach. Like, you're not going to be in trouble if you have, like, multiple ramp spells. If you have, like, Kadama's Reach and Cultivate, like, you're not going to be upset to have those, especially after drafting the cards that he's drafted so far.
Sure, okay. And Ugin.
Picks the Ugin?
Okay.
I'm all aboard for that pick.
Colorless still keeps you a little bit open. I think Noah has a Mana Drain, a Krasis, an Ugin, Misty.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Force Negation is pretty good. We know he doesn't take Walking Ballista, although I would. He is specifically like the deck that really likes Walking Ballista because you could really play it at any point in the curve. I think that card is also pretty underrated because I think through Constructed Magic, people have a very specific opinion of it, like especially in Pioneer. We've seen it, and you're like, you got to make all this huge amount of mana. That's not exactly the case.
Yeah.
I think Pact and Negation, Force Negation, and Force of Will are pretty overrated in powered cubes.
I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree. I think that they're overrated. I'm not saying they're not good. But people are interested in taking those cards, in my experience, in the very beginning of the pack, top 3 picks, and honestly, I like to be more proactive.
What's the upside on Soul Herder here? What really?
So we're talking about archetypes earlier. The white-blue archetype is a blink archetype. You have a lot of stuff with that. And it's more of like a blink tempo deck.
Okay.
I do think it's early for Soul Herder. I think he should be able to wield that, especially in pack 1. But he's taken it.
Wow.
All right. So and the best third color to pair with the blue-white for the blink deck is green.
Okay. Oh, that's that's a Questing Beast, I think?
That is a Titania hero.
Oh, right.
He should not be taking that. That's specifically kind of for the lands deck.
We know where the Tangle Wire is going. So
we do know where the Tangle Wire is going.
Spoiler there.
I think he has a hero Teferi Hero of Dominaria.
That's
I think if you're
card.
If you're interested in going into blue white, and my prediction was he was drafting white cards, so he's kind of working his way around. I think he's going to take the Teferi here, but Titania is powerful. I do think it's just too early. It's one of those cards that's kind of frustrating to see. Now, what he should do is take this Whirler Rogue.
Yeah. no one's taking
No one respects Whirler Rogue, especially directly after. And he takes the Titania.
All right, let's talk about Titania here. What do we like about this card?
So, Titania in this cube, there are 20 lands that sacrifice themselves. You have the 10 fetch lands.
Okay.
You have Prismatic Vista, you have Fable Passage, you have the 6 Canopy lands for Mono Horizons, and then
Horizon
Canopy, and then you have Strip Mine Wasteland.
Okay.
It's a very large number, and it takes a very low amount of effort to put a lot of power on the board.
Sure. Okay. All right, that makes sense.
Yep.
And we're looking at some other cards here. So you mentioned the blink aspect of things. Blade Splicer, it could be an option. Charming Prince does some blinking, obviously.
We have a Wrath of God, or not a Wrath of God, excuse me, an Armageddon effect in Ravages of War.
Yeah, which I would have taken already. I have a problem. Armageddons are a bit of a problem for me.
Noah takes the pick that I would have selected in Blade Splicer. Yep. That's another Mana War type card, extremely powerful that I think is pretty underrated. Extremely good with Soul Herder if you're able to get that going. And it looks like that's kind of the way that that Noah is pushing his draft more into those white cards. And after taking those other two, this Spell Queller is an easy pick, in my opinion.
We should be kind of clear for takeoff here. I think he took a Spell Queller there.
Took a Spell Queller.
Okay, so we're blue-white. We're blue-white. We got a Drain. The Hydra Crisis may or may not make our deck. Unclear. Now Thragtusk is a good card to blink.
I think
Screen Splash.
No, I think we're working with 3 colors here.
You think we're just 3-color deck?
Yep. He very quickly took that Thragtusk.
Okay.
Yep. And 3 colors, very reasonable. And look at the speak of the devil. There's Cultivate. We were just talking about having a couple of those. Redundancy in that is good. Recruiter of the Guard is better in his deck. I hope he realizes that and takes it. But Recruiter of the Guard with blink effects and being able to get all those value creatures is very good.
Didn't take Survival. We know that. That gets the Zach last.
Survival, yeah. He should. I think he should take the Recruiter, but he's going to play that Cultivate if he gets it. Yeah, firmly into 3 colors.
Do we have a concern that we have a glut of 3-mana spells? It's feeling that way right now.
Yes.
Playing 2 spells per turn is looking to be pretty difficult for Noah until he gets to actual 6 mana, because we don't have any Moxes or Birds or Tree Speakers or anything like that right now.
No, and he really needs to pick those up.
Okay.
Now having the glut at 3.
There's the
Kadama's Reach. He did not take it. So now he has both. I don't actually know what he took. We had on the viewer Kadama's Reach, but so incredibly important for Noah to skip from to play a 3-drop on turn 2. That is what his deck absolutely has to do.
Okay.
Now we have not seen a Mox.
No.
We know they're in there. Zach didn't have one.
Do we know they're in there? Are we positive?
They're in there.
Okay.
They're in there.
All right.
Now because we haven't seen one, I feel like I need to prophesize that Mox Ruby, because I don't think it'll be on color.
Interesting.
Yep.
Mox Jet, also off-color Mox.
Would be, but I'm going with Ruby.
Grafted War Gear is the last card here.
I love Grafted War Gear.
That card's very underrated.
It is very underrated. That's a very, very punchy card.
As someone who loves a white aggressive deck with Armageddons, I'm about the Grafted War Gear life. It's very powerful.
It is very powerful.
All right, let's take a little look here. There's your Drain.
Yep.
I forgot about the Monolith.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Monolith's just going to be good. Yep. So he's separating into colors. So he is, he's pretty evenly split, honestly, between all 3 of these colors, which not something I love after pack 1.
Yeah, I want to be like either blue-white splash green or blue-green splash white.
Yep.
I don't want to be blue-green-white. I don't want to be fully banned.
No. Yeah, you can't be like, all right, let's lay it down, 7/7/7 of each.
Yeah, even for me, can't do that.
Yeah. And like you said, so many 3-drops. It's not, that can turn out well. If he ends up going into, if he goes into Noble Hierarch, any number of Land War Elves, now, one, he's going to really regret not taking that Gaia's Cradle, but, pack one, what are you going to do? But that's, after the first pack, that's squarely where he wants to be.
So here's my fear. Right now, our deck doesn't feel that powerful.
Yep. Okay, best card for him to open.
Okay.
I called it for Zach. Lily on the Veil. Opposition for Noah.
Those oppositions in this?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would have dropped from commentary.
Yeah, I know. Opposition is
a completely unreasonable magic card.
It is extremely unreasonable. Arguably the best non-power card in the cube.
Okay. I don't pass opposition in cubes.
No one should.
I make the switch.
Yep. That's a very reasonable strategy.
Yeah. You don't even need that many creatures for it to be good. Like 3, 2.
Yep. That was during the time that they let blue touch all the different permanents.
Yeah, you guys try everything.
Yeah, whatever.
Have a little fun.
What's the worst that can happen? Blue doesn't have any creatures. Why would someone play more than one color?
Gideon, Tillarian Academy. I don't really think he's
not an Academy deck. All right. God, I just hate taking a double white card here. Gideon is very good. That's the pick.
Okay, yep. You need the mana acceleration.
You have to get to 3 on turn 2. You need as many of those as you possibly can. You're taking them all.
Okay, so we're capital G as far as colors are concerned. Green, I think.
Oh, I thought you're capital G for greed.
No. Capital G for green. And then are we capital U for blue or capital W for white with a splash? What did we take? We took Mystic?
Yeah,
okay, I just want to make sure.
It's the only reasonable pick in that pack.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. That's very important.
Yep.
I just feel we're still solidifying. We're still working on solidifying. Okay, there's a water.
We have a Waterlogged Grove.
A little blue-green canopy, Horizon Land, excuse me.
Yep.
Talisman, we know he didn't take. Didn't take the Metamorph. That gets the Zag.
Doesn't take the Tarmogoyf.
Yeah. Courser.
Courser's fun. I just take the Grove.
I take the Fixing.
Yeah, just take the Fixing. Oh, you've come around. Talking about
now,
lands.
Well, now I don't like taking lands pack 1. That's a strip mine.
That's not a land. That doesn't
that's
count.
true. All right, fine. I don't want my opponent to get to play Magic.
Strip mine sometimes is like a preemptive Thoughtseize.
Yes. Very much about the strip mine life. So Metamorph doesn't come. Maybe Dauntless Bodyguard. Really mix it up.
He, I think he's considering this Courser of Crufix because he wants to have all of the 3s.
Yeah, that's too many. It's too many 3-drops. It's too many 3s.
And Courser's fine. It's just not.
I don't think it's powerful enough.
I don't think it's powerful enough either.
I got to be able to cast my spells.
It is, but not. This is not the deck.
No.
This is not the deck for it. You're probably going to put creatures into play. Just get that Wirelog Grove. Here's a Vampiric Tutor. Okay, now, Agent Treachery, this is another card this year that I got a lot of flack for putting in this cube.
Okay.
They're wrong.
Okay.
This card is ridiculous.
Okay.
Like, it is seriously crazy.
Now, hang on a sec. There's also a Palace Jailer, and that card is similarly ridiculous.
It is. Palace Jailer is a better card.
Yes.
I don't have any clue what direction mentally that Noah is going.
Neither do I.
Now, the bad thing is I don't think Noah does either.
Okay.
But taking the Agent of Treachery, which I don't disagree with, I think Palace Jailer is better, but the upside on Agent of Treachery is much higher. Because if you're going to the Blink deck, that card is ludicrous.
Well, okay, so there's a Consecrated Sphinx. So now I'm starting to think we're Simic.
Nope.
Oh, Tropical Island.
You
got to take the land.
Yep. Tropical Island.
All right, so I would take the Sphinx, but
I would take Tropical Island.
Yeah.
You can't go Elvish Mystic 1-drop into 7-drop and be like, you know what, I don't want a card that casts both of these in my deck.
There's also Lotus Cobra, which is busted.
Lotus Cobra is busted. Yeah, that's true.
And that actually solves.
He's not even considering either of this.
Then there we go. Because like Cobra solves a lot of problems for this mana base too.
Yeah, I like Cobra. I'm taking the Trop, but Cobra's fine. I think Cobra's better than Sphinx in this deck.
I think my order there would be Cobra, Trop, Sphinx.
Yeah.
For me personally.
I'm swapping the first two, but I do
fine.
think that Sphinx is third. All right, well, you got a second chance. We have a Savannah, which I think he's interested in playing.
Or Beatdowns. You ever heard of Beatdowns?
Yeah. Questing Beast is the premier beatdown creature of 2019.
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good.
It's probably going to be the even more premier beatdown creature of 2020, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Put a couple lines of text on there. Make it fairly good.
Yeah.
What would you take?
It seemed like a Talisman.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. So eschewing the mana, as a lot of people have done.
A Talisman of Hierarchy. Wrong one, says intern Rob. Okay. May have been the blue-green Talisman. We'll see the art of that. What's that called?
So we have Rofalos and Green Sun Zenith.
And a Garrick.
Well, you can't take the Rofalos.
See, Justin, I got some bad news for you there, bud. Can't's a strong word to use when you're in the coverage booth.
You can't do it.
When you say can't.
You pass back-to-back.
Put
it back. Come on, Noah. Read it. You need forest, buddy.
When you say can't, what do you mean exactly?
Yep.
What do you mean?
You cannot pass Tropical Island, Savannah, and then say, you know what I want? Forests.
Gonna disagree based off of what I just saw. Phyrexian Revoke. You know what it's time to do? It's time to dial up that key rune. That's what I'm thinking. I would take Birds of
Paradise.
Yes. Our mana's a little all over the place. This is what we like to call the godsend.
Yeah. It really is.
Yes.
It really is.
This is the perfect card.
Yeah, Birds are Hierarch. Those are the two. What is he? Does he have? He has Mana Drain.
That's it, though.
Well, now we know he doesn't take it. This ends up in Zach's deck, but it's Birds. It's Birds with a bullet. I hope he's just reading the text of all of the rest of the cards rather than considering them.
Maybe a little mental inventory. And then let's fly away. Like Lenny Kravitz, fly away.
There you go. Well, we know how this one ends.
We know that the Spellseeker does not get taken.
There
we go.
Good on you, Noah.
All right. Little fixing. Little bit of fixing. Another pack coming. Okay. Person knows left takes a pack. No, we'll get a pack.
We have a Wrath of God.
Decline.
Now, Okay, the card for. Well, never mind. I was gonna say it's that collector roof because he took Green Sun Zenith, but he didn't.
But Zach took the
he took, and we know that. But he took the Rofalos instead of the Green Sun Zenith. Now, I really hope he takes this Horizon Canopy, which creates blue, green, and white mana that's specifically not a forest.
Yes.
After passing the Savannah,
That's okay.
That'd make me very happy.
I would take the Slime Ball. We need some ways to take care of some artifacts and enchantments. Maybe mana screw our opponent or color screw our opponent. I'm here for the Slime Ball. There. Mm-hmm.
If you could play it on turn 3, which is possible,
with our good pal Soul Hoarder, let's get a little Slime Ball in here.
I don't. I mean, I'm taking the land. The less lands you take, the more you need to take. Okay.
The less lands you take, the worse your mana's going to be. Watcher. I like that.
Watcher. Watcher's. It's actually a pretty
cool design.
It is. It's a very cool design. It's more powerful than it looks. Like being able to impulse, if you can ever, return it to the battlefield of the graveyard or blanket, you just start getting obviously a lot of value, but not just like I'm drawing a single card value, but like I'm really being able to get to the cards I need to in my deck value.
Yeah. All right, there. You know what's that? You know
that is the black-green signet, I believe. I don't know the name, but it's the black-green one.
Talisman of Disgusting. Is that right?
He's taking the...
Don't have to worry about it. Doesn't see any play.
Relic of Progenitus. That's fine. Super reasonable. He's not going to start it, but, that's a card you'd like in your board.
How do we like Goyf?
I don't. I like Goyf in control decks.
Okay.
I don't like it. I don't like it in aggressive decks. Okay. In control decks, you want to be able to play a 4/5 as quickly as possible to gum up the board so you can advance your plan. Yeah.
Okay.
Think about we're thinking Tarmogoyf in like a next level blue type.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So we're on the same page.
Plays a D and then kills the opponent.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. That being said, I don't. I would take the Ranger Captain. I'd take the.
Well, we know no one takes the Ranger Captain.
I know.
Oh, disrespect for that card.
Yeah, that's what I would take. The upside is much higher than Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf is just a guy.
Well, that's a little fixing there in Seder Wayfinder. I'm here for that.
We have a lot of red cards in this pack, which
somebody's going to have that deck.
Yep, and that is the archetype.
Cobra, Cobra.
That is an incredible wheel.
Cobra.
Yep, there
we go. That's the luckiest thing.
That was very, very fortunate. Well,
is that the Savannah?
And Questing Beast.
Savannah me dealer. This is the one time I'll take a land.
It's also an Eternal Witness. This is where he just takes the 3 and then just keeps sliding the rest of the packs.
Something a little error.
I'll take these.
You have a fellows take the Savannah. You have to take it. No, another 3.
That's what you you deserve that. Oh, and then he's the Green Sun Zenith coming back around.
He's living the dream.
He's scouring all the possibilities.
Okay.
He clearly saw it in the future.
Okay.
See, this is the problem. We didn't know those were going to wheel, and Noah did. That's why we're up here. He's down there.
Got it.
As he passes Savannah. Okay.
All right. Let's lay it out.
Separating all of the colors. Noah's draft looking like a slightly more selective sealed pool right now.
Well, there's ways to fill this out.
There are.
Maybe we've passed too many of them.
So, Noah is really ramping up the power level of his 23 or 24 cards that he's going to be playing that are not lands. I was really hopeful because he led strong with that Misty Rainforest, and then he decided this was the only fixing he needed, which, of course, I disagree with, but...
look at you wanting to cast all your spells.
I know. What a fool I am. I think at this point Noah is going to be moving away from white. Now, it didn't flow at all during that pack. We basically saw no white cards coming from the right, which means he's most likely, if he's still interested in doing so, going to be fighting with one of his neighbors. But as we talked about, blue-green barely going into white is probably the best direction because he does have some powerful cards.
Yeah. There's some good things going on here.
There are. Well, with Cube Draft, so much can change in a single pack.
Mm-hmm.
He still has another 15 cards. The 15 cards in the last pack changed the dynamic of his deck so significantly from the first 15, and that can just happen again.
He's also got to be feeling right now, I think, that, okay, green's open. Should get paid off there. I got a Witness, a Green Sun Zenith, a Questing Beast was still at the end of the pack, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So, I should maybe get a couple more green cards this pack.
He's got a lot of good ones.
Yeah?
He's got a lot of good ones. Mono green is one of my favorite archetypes. Now, he's not going to be mono green.
No, he'll get those blue cards in there, but he needs some blue mana fixing. There's no breeding pool. The waterlogged grove is gone.
Tropical Island is gone. He passed
That's
that
gone, yeah. So
they're all gone.
The three blue-green duels, gone.
He has passed them all. Had the opportunity for every single one and
passed
said,
them all.
no, thank you.
Yeah. So Cultivate and Kodama's Reach are going to have to be working overtime here.
And
for
they
now.
will be.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
Which,
true.
again, goes back. Number one pickup, other than a piece of power, Noble Hierarch.
Noble Hierarch's your pick?
Well,
are you going to prophesize
other than
that?
a piece of power, but I'd like to see Noble Hierarch here, yeah.
Is Trigon Predator in here?
No, that's past its prime.
Yeah, I know, it's sad.
Now, speaking of cards that is past its prime, that is in this cube, Mystic Snake for this deck, because you have blue-green.
A little slow.
There's more blinky cards.
Wormcoil, that got passed. For what did Wormcoil get passed? Ding, 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 ding,
there's that Mox
ding,
Ruby.
ding, 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 ding. Oh, yeah, you said that last pack. Doesn't
Whoa,
count.
that carries over.
We're doing it! We're doing it! We are doing it!
So Noah's taking some time to see what's going to wheel in this pack.
That's true. That's true.
Because you don't want... Okay, so Noah's considering the Astrolabe. He's played a lot of Modern recently.
A little too much Cynic Wurza, huh?
Okay, this is...
No, what? Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Whew.
We almost needed a third person in the booth as we wheeled Cedric out of here.
Oh, goodness.
I think that was for you. That was for coverage.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, Noah. All right, that was close. All right, Zell's Conscripts goes to Zach. What else can we do now?
Okay, well, now it's just whatever you want. Tireless Tracker's a good one.
Good card.
Very good with fetch lands, which Noah hates. I still take the Tracker here.
I take the Tracker, too.
For the same reason he got that Cobra.
Well, need one more 3-drop, I think, so... Ever heard of
Wisp?
You ever heard of Black Lotus Tireless Tracker play a land? Your turn? It's a great start. That's a great start to any game.
It really is. What do you think about drafting blue and green cards? Need another 3-drop. How do you feel about Flicker Wisp?
I'm very pro Flicker Wisp. I think it's very powerful. We know that Urza doesn't get taken.
No, nor should it.
That Flicker Wisp needs to go to the back of the pack. We can't cast that. That needs to go away.
This is a relatively easy...
I think it's... Well, we know he doesn't take careful study, so I think he's going to do a little tracking.
Tracker, yeah. Tracker's great.
I like Tracker.
He's got Green Sun Zenith, too.
Tracker with Cultivate and Kodama's Reach?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about more 3-mana spells.
Yeah.
Also, I could see turn 3... Ooh, I'm brewing up some nice turns. Turn 3, Tracker, Lotus, Cultivate, go.
Yeah.
Clues aplenty.
See, here's the problem. We were up here complaining about his glut of 3s.
Yeah.
He knows that his 3-drops will start on turn 1 with that Lotus, Cedric.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
We could not foresee into the future.
Actually, I actually sequenced a very bad turn there. Actually, we were supposed to do is go Lotus, Tracker, Land, Cultivate. That's a better turn 3. That's on me. That's on me.
Okay. So if you want to talk about slashing a white card, Tristani Discordant is... Okay, well, Vincer's the pick because you actually have a powerful blue card that goes along with everything else. But he has put Tristani. This is a card that I think is starting to pick up play in cubes. Obviously, extremely powerful. It's kind of been edged out of standard a little bit as green-white has been
not great
on the back burner.
It's called not great. Top 8 the Pro Tour in the hands of Mythic Championship in the hands of Andrew Cuneo. A little adventure strategy.
Taking the Vincer.
It.
A coup for Noah if he wheels the Tristani, though. Okay. That is a white card he definitely wants to splash.
Okay. Let's take a look at Skipoo here. Sundering Titan does not get selected. We know that. A little spoiler alert. Sun Titan,
but I don't want any double white cards at this point.
Oh no.
So.
Oh no.
We have he really loves the Blinky.
Yeah. Which is that momentary blink?
That's momentary blink.
Oh, okay. I'm here for that.
Yeah, I'm taking the hoof.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you even cast it?
If you have Raphaelis in your deck, you can cast it.
Yeah.
It ends the game.
You know what else it does in this draft? Wheels.
Well, a lot of things wheeled that shouldn't wheel, Cedric.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking we got last pack. We got Questing Beast, Eternal Witness, all these green cards at the end of the pack.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll take a little gamble and say the hoof wheels. Now I wouldn't.
What are
take
you picking over it?
Blink. I'm not taking Sun Titan. I'm not.
We can't take Sun Titan. We can't cast it.
Yeah.
You can cast single white, double whites out.
Yeah. I'm happy to blink.
Now he's looking at that Sun Titan like, I got a lot of threes. Now, one of the best combos in the cube, Sun Titan Black Lotus. Let me just lay that out there for you.
Also true.
Okay.
He might be thinking about dialing that up right now.
And that's a fun one.
Sun Titan you can't cast.
You cast it with Lotus.
It's true.
Turn three. Sun Titan Lotus. Yep.
Okay. Is that turn 3 better or worse than my Tracker Cultivate turn 3?
It's better because it's a Lotus every turn.
But think of the clues. Sun Titan.
There it is.
Robot in disguise.
He's won that combo.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Zach's Knight of Autumn.
I actually am not sure what the pick is here. It doesn't seem like really any of the things he's laid out here are going to make his deck. I think Knight of Autumn is a reasonable sideboard card, but we know he doesn't take it. This is a horrendous Sensei's Dividend top deck. So that Brainstorm, incredibly overrated, unless you just like looking at the top of your deck. But if that's the case, just take top.
Just take the top. You can look at it every turn.
Exactly.
Doesn't take Fast Bond.
No.
I remember Zach went fully in the tank about the Fast Bond.
I mean, the best card for his deck is the Sword.
Okay.
It has the highest upside in his deck. It's probably something you're not going to start, but the protection from black is nice out of the sideboard. It's a reasonable card. It's the card he's most likely to cast over the course of this top 8.
Okay. Decisions.
Other than, of course, the Knight of Autumn, which, again, we know all of these don't get taken. Maybe he simply just elects to not select a card out of this pack.
Just passes the whole pack.
Yeah.
I think he's going to take the Brainstorm.
He probably will.
Brainstorm, secretly, as you mentioned, not particularly good in Cube. This isn't like Legacy, where your decks are built around Brainstorm and they play 10 fetch lands. Yeah. And 6 real lands.
Now, you could have 10 fetch lands, but that's about all of them.
Yeah, it's going to be. The Codal's probably good.
Reclamation Sage.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's
easy. He has the Green Sun Zenith.
Yep. See,
it's just Sage.
That's how I know you cube a lot.
Yeah.
Give me an artifact destruction right now.
I want to destroy all of them.
Yeah. I mean, Codal's cute because it draws a card, and all the lands are snow lands.
They are. It is cute, but it's wrong in my opinion. I'm just taking.
You want another 3-drop?
I want another 3-drop.
Okay.
He's taking the Quaddle, though.
I think Reclamation Sage is going to. It shouldn't wheel, but it could wheel.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the next one.
We're getting really late for those type of things wheel, but we said that last time when we hit the triple of the green cards. Now, yes, this is one of the better Planeswalkers for his deck.
Okay.
He's able to pressure them. He can search up creatures once you flip Garruk Relentless. So he can search up that Agent of Treachery. He can search up the Hydroid Krasis. Yep. So that actually was a really great pickup for him.
Trun. But Trun, Mystic. You just talked about Mystic Snake.
There's a Mystic Snake. Yep. Now we have a Force of Will that I just don't think is great.
I don't think he can really cast it.
He can't. He can't cast it for regular mana or the alternative cost.
Yep.
He is not leaving up enough mana. Now he did take that momentary blink, which I know is going to make that Mystic Snake be very, very tempting.
Dream big.
He's going to take it.
Dream big. Oh yeah.
Yep. There it is.
Can we get that reprinted? Let's get Frilled Mystic out of here. Get the OG back. I think.
That's what I say too.
Yeah. I don't like Frilled Mystic very much.
Ooh. Night Pack Ambusher.
That's combo with the Mystic Snake. Which one are you going to play around?
Yep.
How about that?
There's a small flash theme in blue and green.
Like that?
Yeah. I think that's what he should take here. Crucible doesn't do anything. He has 1 fetch land.
Yeah, it's quite bad.
Yep. Night Pack Ambusher, probably not a card he's going to start, but against control decks, that is a...
It's a haymaker.
Yeah, that is a good one, yeah.
It's a good card. I keep my eyes out on Night Pack Ambusher in Standard over the next couple of months.
Yeah.
It's a little too good
power
for how
level
much plays it's seen.
Well, when it's the 19th best green card in
Which is
Standard,
maybe a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe a problem. But I got a feeling tomorrow they might be powering down green in Standard a little bit.
Maybe so.
Little feeling.
Maybe so.
Our friends in Renton, Washington might power down green a smidge.
Yeah, Night Pack Ambusher, power level on that card, incredibly high. I feel like it's going to be one of those cards that goes through Standard, and you look at it and you read this card afterwards, you're like, how did this not see any play?
Yes, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I think it's a very good card.
All right, well, we have the Flicker Wisp now, which he's definitely going to take.
Oh, no. Flicker Wisp Sun Titan? Ever heard of it? Get it back?
Yeah. Turn 3.
Yep.
Let me lay this out for you.
Okay, go for it.
3 lands. Okay. Lotus.
Yep.
Sun Titan.
Yep.
Get back the Lotus.
Yep.
Flicker Wisp. Flicker the Sun Titan.
Yep.
Get back the Lotus.
Then what? I'll tell you what. Tireless Tracker.
Tireless Tracker.
Tireless Tracker. Yeah. Let's get that out there.
Well, no, it's going to come back at end of turn, Flicker Wisp, because you're holding up Mana Drain.
Ooh. Your mana's really interesting. You're really relying on this Black Lotus there.
This is in a world where I have not passed all of these Savannah tropical islands.
Gotcha.
Which is not the world that we're currently living in.
No, we got some work to do here, but no, he's got some powerful cards. The question is, will he be able to cast them all? That's the big question.
The answer is no.
Okay, not that big a question.
I have good news for you. He's playing against Zach Hill in the first round, who similarly hates drafting lands.
Mm-hmm. That means someone's mana base is going to be nice.
Yep. It is Zach's favorite way to draft. Who can have the least bad deck? Now, I don't think either of their decks are bad.
No, their decks are fine.
But I believe they're going to struggle, depending on the construction of their deck.
It could get a little ugly for decks that are very powerful, but you know what? It's hard for me to tick against the person who has Black Lotus in their deck.
It's true.
At the moment.
Yeah. I personally think that Noah should just eschew white altogether and really just lean into
you think so?
Blue-green.
Okay.
He's going to, you know how he's casting white spells? Plains.
Best land.
Exactly, Plains.
Best land in Magic history. Had a lot of success with Plains, Justin. I don't know what you're trying to say.
I am familiar, yeah.
Pro Plains here. You know the Pro Points podcast?
I'm familiar
Pro Plains podcast.
Pro Plains podcast.
You want to come on with me? We'll start it up. First episode, Monday.
Now, I do want to let you know there are no Kithkin in this cube.
Well,
they didn't quite make the cut. I can only make 360. 361 were all the Kithkin and beyond.
First, this last cut. That's nice of you.
Night of Metagrain.
Last cut.
It just barely was outside.
That's nice of you. What is that red card?
That's Angie's Ravager. This is, so talking about last cards, that was probably, had I had more time to test the cube, that's probably a card that would not have made the cube.
What is that card called?
Angie's Ravager. It's from Commander. You've never seen it before in your life.
I know. It's my job to know the cards.
It's not your job to know the Commander cards.
Angie's Ravager? Do we even have that? Do we have that to bring up?